Well, hello and welcome to another video series titled On Our Terms by AIA Contract Documents. This is brought to you by Mike Koger and Colleen Telling of the AIA located in Washington, D.C. Today's topic will be about documents and samples at the construction site. Mike, please take it away.
All right, thank you, Colleen. So let's talk about the contractor's obligation to keep documents and samples at the site. You're going to find this requirement in Section 3.11 of the A201-2017 General Conditions of the Contract for Construction. As always, if you're using our abbreviated A104 or A105 owner-contractor agreements, these requirements might be slightly different, but in large part, they're going to be similar, but take a look to find out if there are any differences between what I'm going to say here and what you'll find in those A104 and A105 documents. So the contractor, as the party responsible for actual construction is in the best position to prepare a permanent record of the work as constructed. Section 311 recognizes this and requires the contractor to keep that record of the project at the job site. This obligation to maintain records is broken down into two parts, which I'm going to go through in the first sentence. First, the contractor has to make available to the owner and architect the entire bundle of contract documents, including things like change orders, construction change directives, and other modifications to the contract documents. Second, those contract documents must be marked currently to indicate field changes and selections made during construction. This also means that the contractor must maintain approved submittals like the shop drawings, product data, and samples. I think that second part of the sentence is really important, so I'm going to focus on it for a moment. Folks who've been in the construction industry for a while will know that the drawings and specifications that are created by the design team are not a perfect record of how a project is actually constructed. Not only do submittals provide a higher level of detail than the drawings and specifications, there are plenty of minor variations that the contractor and their team has to make in order to turn drawings and specifications into an actual building. So what happens is throughout construction, the contractor is constantly including notes and clarifications on a set of drawings about as constructed conditions and how they might vary in some way from the as designed conditions that would be displayed in the drawings and specifications. So if you ever need to understand something about a building after it's been built, this is the best set of drawings that you really need to be looking at in order to understand as constructed conditions. That's that contractor's marked up set that shows things like field changes and other selections that were made during construction. The second sentence was modified in 2017 to recognize that more firms are moving away from keeping paper records. Contractors are no exception. It now allows for maintenance of these records in electronic format. I should also point out that the detailed requirements for this permanent record could be included in the technical sections of Division 1 of specifications, and often are. Lastly, the contractor has an obligation to turn over this completed record to the architect, who will in turn turn these documents over to the owner upon completion of the project, and it forms the record of the work as constructed. A little helpful tip for owners out there: do not lose this set. I have represented in private practice a number of owners in the past who keep terrible records once they are given to them by the contractor and owner. So if you ever need to do things like maintenance on your project, or if you ever need to repair something on the project, this record set of documents can be incredibly important. So don't just throw it away in some dusty corner of the building, which, by the way, has always been my experience with owners in the past, is this set just gets kind of chucked in some corner. Keep it as something that's an important documentation of the building as constructed. So Colleen, do you have anything to add?
I don't. I think this is an important subject and you covered it well. Certainly the final as-built or as-constructed drawings will be heavily marked up compared to the as-designed drawings. So it is important to maintain those throughout the project and not wait until the end to try and capture all of those details.
Absolutely. And that's one of the questions we get a lot from folks at AIA Contract Documents is, what do we mean by as-built or as-constructed documents versus, as-designed conditions? I think this video kind of shows the difference between those two concepts. So if you like this video, please go to our YouTube page and hit subscribe and like. We've got plenty more like it. We're going through, much of the A201 general conditions and kind of breaking it out in these little videos like this. And so we've got many more just like this on our YouTube page. Also, if you want to know just generally more about AIA contract documents, you can go to our website at aiacontracts.org/learn. We've got a bunch of resources on there, videos and otherwise, that can help you understand our documents a little better. If you have questions about the content of our documents, literally which document should I pick or what does this particular sentence mean, go to our docinfo@AIA email address, shoot us an email or give us a call. We can help you out with that. Also, if you have technical support questions about our software, go to docstechsupport@aia.org or give us a call at the number below. One last thing I have to mention, as I think Colleen mentioned at the very beginning of this program, we can't give legal advice, and nothing in this program has been intended to be legal advice. If you have a question about a specific issue that you're dealing with or a dispute of some sort, your best bet is to talk to a local attorney in your area who can help you out with dealing with those issues. And with that, thank you very much for watching this video.